We're beginning lying on the back. You can bend the knees, bring the hands to rest on the tummy. Pop a cushion under your head if you'd like. And let your back relax. Your shoulders, your elbows. Drop the weight of the arms. Close the eyes. And with the hands resting on the softest part of the belly, feel the breath rise and fall. And just slow that breath down now a little bit. Let's take another deeper breath in. So just take your time. Let it rise when it's ready. And feel the belly relax as you breathe out. At the end of your breath, we're going to bring both knees into the body. We're just going to stay with the breath, a hand on each knee. Push your legs away from you as you breathe in. So knees are bent and we just rock the pelvis forwards. And then rock it back, draw the knees right into your body as you breathe out. Now open both arms out wide. Breathe in, move your knees forwards, lift your feet a little bit. And let's drop the knees over to the left for a twist. So you want a right angle at the hips and the knees. Pop your left hand there if you can on your top leg to press it down. Open across the upper body, right out into the right fingertips, maybe even turn the head to the right. Now go inside, deepen the breath. Relax your face. Feel a sense of ease coming to the back, the neck, the shoulder. And then let the breath carry you back on an inhale to the center and over the other way as we exhale. So again, maybe resting the hand on the leg if you can. Press down on it gently, reach the left arm back behind. Breathe, feel the breath in your back. We'll take one more breath here. What a great way to start the day, just bringing that attention to your back. And bring it on back to the middle, really before we do anything, just to give it that chance to ease out. Let's bring the knees into the body. So as you exhale, draw the legs in deeply. So keep the right leg in, extend your left leg long. Just a breath or so here, exhaling to bring your leg in, nice and close to your body. So you're inhaling, just letting it move away a tiny bit, and exhale, draw it in. You could even take that towards half happy baby if that doesn't feel too strong at this point, holding your foot and lifting it up and wide. So if that's just a little too much right now, just keep holding on to your shin. Let's swap it over, bring the left leg in, right leg long. So hands around the knee or the shin here, and as we breathe out, draw your leg right into your body, a little squeeze. Let it rock away a little bit on the inhale. Yeah, and then bring it back in again a bit deeper. So here we could take the left hand now to the foot for happy baby, lifting just the left leg up. The other option to make this a little easier, so it's not going to feel like a strain, is to let your right leg come in, but just not hold it. Just let the right leg be free and play with the left leg in half happy baby. So if we straighten out the right leg and lengthen it onto the mat, that's a bit more intense. Okay, let's bring them both in. Both legs in. Let's just see about happy baby with both feet. I know happy baby is kind of a relaxing pose, but early in the practice, you might feel kind of intense. So see how it is. Let's take a breath. See how it is later when we come to the end of the practice too. So let it go, and we're just going to roll our way over to the side and come on up to sit in a cross-leg position. If you want to get a cushion or bolster or something to sit on, you could. but the floor might work too. So you just cross the legs, cross your shins, move your feet forwards a bit. Sit bones on the floor, that's the key thing, not the tailbone so much. Let the right hand come to the ground and bring the left arm up and over. Open the side body. Now sweep the arm down around in front of you, rounding your back as you bring the hand across and then down to the floor by your side. So same thing the other way. Lift the right arm up from the side, open the side body. Now circle it down, rounding the back, almost a little bit of cat pose in your back. A couple more times. Feeling the side opening. And then the rounding, what does that do for your back? As the arm comes over, around and down, one last time. Right arm rising up. Now feel this as you round your back and sweep the arm down. Back to the center, and we're just going to change the cross of the leg, so the one in front. Now bring your right arm forwards, up and over. Look at it as it comes around, all the way back behind you, big circle. Let's do it again. Up and over as you inhale, round and back. As you exhale, one more like that. And when it comes around and back behind you now, we're going to leave the fingertips on the floor. Bring the left hand across to your right knee. Now breathe in, sit up tall. So you're twisting now. Exhale, go deeper into the twist. Look around over the right shoulder. Take a breath in. And then breathe out. Roll your chin down to your chest. And now through to look over the left shoulder. Take a breath in. And one more time, just roll your head down. Exhaling. Keep going, roll the head around. Oh, that's lovely. Look over the right shoulder. Nice. Let all that go. Now the other side. You want to change the cross of the legs again? Might be no harm. Left arm forwards. Up and over. Inhale. Around and back. So really all we're doing 3 times is working into that left shoulder. Really trying to move all the way through it as much as you can. One more. And when it comes around and down, fingertips to the floor, right hand comes across to the left knee, breathe in, sit up tall, breathe out, twist, upper body twisting, head turning. Take a breath in. And breathe out, roll your head down, chin towards your chest. Breathe in, let it go all the way towards your right shoulder. Go ahead. Now again with that. So inhale here and exhale, roll it down. Slow motion now, feel. Lovely. Keep it going. Moving the chin towards your right shoulder, left shoulder, looking over it. And release. Come on back to the center. Good. Stretch your right leg out on a diagonal line. Pull the left heel in closer. So again, you could sit up on something if you like. We're going to try and slide the right hand down along the right leg. Lift the left arm just straight up and out from the chest. Okay. Can stay here, or you could even put that right hand behind you if it's better. Well, let's see if we can bring the arm over a little more. Breathe. I'm going to try bending the arm and bringing the hand behind your head. Hold the back of your head. And so it's pretty big. Let's take a breath into it. And on the next inhale, if you're holding your head, let go, reach. Now circle the arm down. And a little counter stretch the other way. Left hand to the ground behind you. Just reach your right arm up and back a little bit. And let that go. So back to the center, change legs. Right leg in, left leg out, diagonal lines. Left hand down along the leg. And we just start now easy with the right arm out from the chest, just diagonally, almost like a T shape with the body to begin. And then we start to lift that hand a little higher, a little more overhead. Feel the difference. Keep breathing into what shows up. Keep breathing, slow, deep breaths. And bring the hand behind the head if that's not too much. Head into the hand. Relax, stay with it, close the eyes. Last inhale, let go of your head if you're holding it. Extend the fingers. And as we exhale, sweep that arm down, rounding. We're going to bring that right hand just behind us. Let the left hand come up. Lean away from that left leg. And let go. Let's go over to all fours. Breathing in, cat pose. Fingers planted, knuckles pressing into the earth. That's actually cow pose, sorry, a little back bend. And then you're breathing out, rounding your back. Now cat pose. Okay, let's move between those two places in your way. So this might involve a little swaying of your hips, a little movement forwards or back, or even lifting into the sides of your body, sides of your back. Close your eyes, go inside, move. I'm going to stay with this for just a couple more rounds of breath. Really feeling into those little corners, little pockets where tension might be held. This is cat-cow. I don't really know about cows, but it does feel a bit like moving like a cat. You know, that kind of slinky, innate way of connecting through the whole body. So we'll come to that cow pose one more time. The head up, the tailbone lifted. I'm sure there's a reason that's called cow. And then we tuck our toes and we come back, downward dog. Drop your head. So enjoy this lengthening now through the backs of your legs. Again, shifting the weight of your hips from side to side. Feel each hand in turn firm on the earth. Be in your downward dog now and take one last breath. Feel the lightness and lift in the lower belly. And drop your head. Nothing in your neck. Walk your hands back, down your mat towards you. Hands to your shins. Breathe in and lift up halfway. Now drop in, bend the knees. Hang the body down over the legs. Really let go at that neck. Be here in uttanasana. As much of a bend in your knees as you want. Maybe a little sway. Hang your back down. Empty the doing in the shoulders, the neck, the head. And in that same way, the emptiness, that heaviness, we're going to roll our way up. So you're keeping the head on the arms, dropping. As you start to roll up, and you might bring the sway, you might shift the weight from one leg to the other as you're coming up. Really slow. Listen into your back, your shoulders, your neck. Don't rush. Keep going. Get to the top in your own time. Keep those eyes closed if you like here. Roll the shoulders back into place. Let the head find its place. Tadasasana. Then arms open up to the sky. Reach every finger. Bring it in and down. Exhale, hands together, drawing to the heart. You'll drop the hands down. We'll link the fingers behind. Breathe in, draw your shoulders back. Remember with this one, you could always stay here, stay high, or we'll drop into a forward bend. Bend your knees. Now again, you could keep your hands against your back, Or you could lift those hands up off the back. Love this for the shoulders. Breathing here. Feel if it's nice to shift the weight from one leg to the other. Maybe a deep bend in one knee as the other leg straightens. Moving within the pose. Or maybe it feels better to just be in the middle, be steady. Stay with your breath, the feeling from within. I'm going to take just one more breath. And then we'll let go and we'll drop into chair pose. So bend your knees and let the arms float up to the sky like someone's pulling your fingers up. Stay up and breathe out. Drop deeper through your hips. Real strengthener for your back. Lift the fingers a little higher. Don't strain the neck. Steady gaze, easy neck. Breathe out, heavy hips. One more breath in. Breathe out, draw it in, down and out into a downward dog. I'm going to flow through a connecting vinyasa. So let's see if we could take it forwards, inhaling into plank. Hold it for a second now. Line it up, knees on the floor if you like, slow motion chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. We're going to rise in cobra. Inhaling, peel up. Now exhale, twist around a little bit towards the right. Look around, come back. Doesn't matter if it's right or left, we turn the other way. So opening around and then back to the middle. Now draw your chest through, shoulders back. Lift through that strong core and back into downward dog. Stepping the feet together when you're ready. Right leg up, inhaling, extend. Now draw your foot through between your hands. So put the knee down if you like to help the foot through, but then we'll lift the knee again, fingertips on the floor. Breathe in, gather in and up, lift your hips, head in, round your back, and then breathe out, bend the front knee, lengthen the back leg, and take the chest and the face forwards and up. Again, inhale, lifting, coiling in, lengthening, straightening the front leg if you can, then bend it. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Up and back with your hips, head in. Exhale. Into your lunge. Now we're going to turn the back heel onto the floor. We're going to bring both hands down to the ground inside the front foot. Bend the front knee deeply. Get down deep here. Breathe. And then from here, we're going to shift the right forearm onto the leg and lift the left hand off the floor, just straight ahead of you, extending out over your head. And then when you're ready on an exhale, pull your hips in under you as you roll the chest open away from the floor, building your side angle from the ground up. Parsvottonasana. So that left arm is extending out from the hip directly overhead. Let's take one more breath. And as we breathe out, we're going to sweep the arm down in front of us. Not going to touch the floor, but we're going to straighten the front leg and then let that left hand come to the back leg. Inhale and float your right arm up and over your head, little counter pose. Stay there for a second now. Exhale. Breathe in, go just a tiny bit deeper. Make sure your right leg is still pointing forwards, hasn't rolled in. Now exhale, come back to your lunge. Exhale. Onto the ball of the back foot. Back into plank. Inhale. Now hold your plank. Just set it up. Feel the strength in the middle. Slow motion, we're coming down. Exhale. 3, 2, not there yet. 1, we've landed. Cobra, or take the hands further back and rise higher. Upward dog. Downward dog. Feet together. Left leg. Inhale. So float it up, back, and bring it forwards. Exhale. Fingertips to the earth. You're on the ball of the back foot. We'll breathe in. Gather up. Rise up. Coil in. Head in. Now bend the front knee. Extend the back leg. Extend the chest forwards. Lift the face. 2 more. You get so much more out of this when you slow it right down. A long exhale. It's time now. Follow the rhythm of your breath into that coiling, that rising, the lengthening of the front leg. A long exhale, feeling the 4 directions of lunge, so forwards and back, down and up. Turn the back heel now to the floor as you switch your left hand inside your foot. Both hands on the ground, inside the foot, bend the front knee. Taking this in stages here. Let's next take the left forearm to the leg. Lift your right hand off the floor and extend it forward, sort of out in front of your mat. Be there. Push into the back heel. Now pull the left hip in underneath your body. Roll your chest away from the floor. Side angle. Bend the front knee and press into the back foot. From the back foot, push. Extend to your fingertips. Feel the 2 phases of your breath. The expansion of your inhale, lengthening. And the exhale, more of a sense of gathering in, of grounding. Let's try 1 more full round of breath. And stay with the pose now. You're going to take 1 last inhale. And as you exhale, free that arm, sweep it down in front of you, and then let that bring you to standing. Straighten the front leg, right hand to the back leg, and inhale, left arm up. Now just be here. It's not a huge, big stretch. Exhale, keep the left leg pointing forwards, and then just give it a tiny bit more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release down into a lunge. Turning on the ball of your foot. Back into plank. Inhale. Hold it now. Strong. Straight plank. Chaturanga. Knees if you like. 3, 2, strong core. 1. Now rising. And you choose. That could be upward puppy either. Your back bend. Downward dog. Breathe here. One last breath. Now walk on up, halfway up. Bring your hands to your shins, breathe in. Float the body halfway. And now hang down, uttanasana. Hold your elbows, pull them forwards. Frame your head, drop your head. Maybe a sway. Could be a very subtle shifting of your weight side to side. One more breath. And just drop your hands, back of the hands to the floor. Be here. Now fingertips ahead of you on the ground, lift up halfway. Inhaling, and we'll take our feet a bit wider, turn them out, and we'll come towards our squat. So as always, shift side to side, feel into your hips, And if you just love squats and that's just for you, that yogic squat, go ahead and sit deep into it, hands in prayer, arms inside the knees. But respect that, like, we're all different. There's a different history in each body, different things you're feeling in your joints. So let the squat be what your body needs. Give it a bit of freedom, but not bring, more discomfort. Okay, last breath. And then we'll sit down, right down. We're going to draw the left heel into the body, knee out to the side, just drop it down, and extend your right leg on the diagonal. Actually, I was going to do both legs out. Let's do both legs out. Upavistha konasana. Okay, now if that feels too intense, you can try bending the knee, but I think it'll be okay. So we sit like this, hands behind us. Do pop in a little cushion or a low block if you like. Breathe in, sit up tall. And then we're going to turn towards the right leg. So we're actually going to twist the body. So it's not the side opening, it's turning towards the leg and then folding over it. Now that's easier said than done, but the trick here is to bring the attention to your legs and especially your left leg. Press it out and back, so your toes are pointing up, your kneecap is pointing up, your sit bone might be lifting off the floor, is fine. Keep pressing back through that leg. Drop your shoulders. If you can reach your foot and hold your foot, go ahead. One more breath. I'm keeping my right hand on the floor and holding the foot with the left hand. We're going to come up, all the way up, and we'll take a twist the other way. So a bit like a squat, it's going to be different in every body. So be in the body you're in, but keep that right leg rotating outwards and reaching out. Go over the left leg. And even the two legs are different. So breathe into this one. Let go of some of the effort there in your shoulders. You have time now. Close your eyes. You need time for this. So don't push too hard, too fast. Just breathe, relax, drop your head. Ease your way through those places where you feel stuck. And try to forget about how far you're going to go in this. And just keep going into the sensations. Breathing where you are in this moment. One more breath. Back up when you're ready. Face the middle and we'll just tip forwards for a moment here. I won't leave you too long here because it's kind of intense. You can have your hands behind you or in front, but don't feel that you're rushed either. So if this is really working for you, it feels great, stay with it. Keep those legs strong, engage your thighs. When you feel done, you've had enough, come up. And then when you're ready, you lean back and you're going to come to mermaid with the legs to the left. So we're going to fold that left leg back behind us and the right leg sort of comes to pigeon. Turn to the right now. Bring your left hand over that right knee, your right hand on the ground behind you. Let your left hip come up. So sit up as tall as you can and twist around. Take a breath. Back to the middle. Now stay On the right hip, lift your left leg and bring it around. You can grab it now and bring it all the way over, put your foot down. If you want to straighten out that right leg here, you could. Sit your left hip down, wrap your right arm around the left leg, left hand behind you. Up tall, hold tight to your leg. That's it, you're turning left and looking over the left shoulder. Deepen the breath. Just one more breath. Back to the center. Good. Let's bring the legs out in front and mermaid the other way. So lean on your left hip, swing the tail of the mermaid around to the right. And now your right hand comes to your left knee, your left fingertips behind you. Before you twist, you're going to sit up as tall as you can. That's it. And then around we go. And in this one, I always say it, but I think it's really important. You let the right hip, in this case, come up and around with you. And sit up tall. One more breath. What are you feeling? Where do you feel it? Into the center. Stay on the left hip. Lift the right leg. Hold it for a sec. Bring it around. Hop the foot on the floor. Help it over there. Far side of your thigh. Sit your right hip down now. So if that tweaks the knee, left knee, straighten out that leg, okay? Wrap your left arm around, right hand behind you. Breathe in. We want to hold tight now to that top leg. Yes. And twist. Breathe deeper now. One last breath. Unwind. Good. Straighten out the legs. Stretch them out in front of you. Now, if you want to get your props, get your bolster for under your knees, your cushion for under your head, go ahead and grab all of that. And then when you're ready, or if you're not using the props, you're going to sit maybe the legs over the bolster or else straight out on the mat. Arms out ahead of you. Roll yourself down. Okay, nice and slow. And when you get down, take your arms overhead. Give yourself a big stretch. So if you're not here yet, you'll be doing this at your own time. And then pull it in, pull your knees into your body. Hug, a little squeeze. And then I promised happy baby at the end. So we'll go into that happy baby once more. Hold your feet, have a little rock and see. Does it feel different to how it was half an hour ago? I bet it does. So take your time with all of that. And then let it go. And drop the legs onto the ground or over the supports, arms wide. Savasana. Make any adjustments you need to make now. Get really comfy. Yeah, let's make sure you're cozy and warm. And drop the weight of your body into the floor. Feel the breath come and go now at its own pace. Feel the contact that you have with the ground. Scan your body and feel that connection. And with every gentle exhalation, offer the weight of the body a little deeper into the supports. Feeling of softening. Accepting the idea that you can let go. And you might have your own positive affirmation that you can repeat to yourself now 3 times. Or repeat to yourself now 3 times. I love and accept myself as I am. Let the words sink in and become a feeling. And feel a deeper breath come into the belly. And breathe it out slowly, bringing the back of the waist towards the floor, rolling the kneecaps towards the ceiling. Hold the pelvis steady now as you bend one leg, placing the foot on the earth or bolster, and then the other leg. Pause, feel. Roll to your side and come up from there. Find your seat. Let the palms face up. Close the eyes, notice how you feel. And perhaps there's some wisdom from your practice you can bring with you off your mat. And your hands together in front of your heart. Now bring to mind someone you feel grateful for. Might be more than one person, that's okay too. Let's bring the hands to the sky, breathe in. Breathe out, bring the hands together, draw it down to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.